Hello everyone! Vampire218 here, bringing you my week 2 match of the IDL Season 3. So this week I was against Commander, and I was really nervous because, Commander, I guess, I don't know when he started playing leagues, but he started playing leagues with me maybe like 6 months ago, and at that time, I think I was maybe a little better, but since then, he has far surpassed me in his leagues, and I've kind of stayed the same, which is kind of scary. So, going into this match, I knew I had a pretty bad loss week 1. I really wanted to turn around, and he had a pretty scary team too. So I brought the best team I could here, and let's see what actually happens here. So he leads with the Drapion, and I lead with the Nidoqueen, and I figured, Nidoqueen here, what does he do against? If he leads with Aerodactyl, I can hit it pretty good, and it hits me hard in return, but I could always just switch out. That was kind of the only one, obviously Keldeo, but I didn't think Keldeo was going to lead. Arcanine lead, I was pretty good with, because it doesn't really do much. The same with Latios, except aside from, like, a Psychic. And then, Empoleon too, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So he does switch out here, because obviously he may, he realized, oh man, Nidoqueen's not what I want to be in on. So I can get up some free rocks, and I realized that, that was pretty good, so... he does go for the Mega, and he goes for an EQ, which I knew wouldn't kill me. As I go for the Ice Beam, just getting off some damage here, and I'm like, that's pretty good damage. So I go over to the switch into the Zapdos here, because I figured, he's going to go for another EQ. But he actually predicts me very, very hard and goes for the Rock Slide. Now, it wouldn't have mattered if that was the Stone Edge, because Stone Edge would not have killed. Stone Edge would have brought me down very, very low, but it wouldn't have killed. It would have brought me down much closer to death, however. And then I realized, oh my gosh, yeah, I am just dead. So I do lose Zapdos here, and it was really just a dumb mistake by me. I lost Zapdos, so it's like, oh well. I go into Blastoise here because I figure Blastoise can wall this thing pretty good. I can do whatever I want. I go for a Skull here, and again, it doesn't do anything really to Empoleon. But I have Aura Sphere exclusively for Empoleon, and as he knocks off my lefties, which they don't matter too much, I just keep hitting the Aura Sphere because I'm like, the only thing that would want to come in on an Aura Sphere is like the Latios or maybe like Mega Aerodactyl. But Latios I didn't figure would come in because he had to know I had Ice Beam. So he just gets his rocks up here, and he's staying in as he finally goes into the Latios here. Now, I did predict a switch. However, I didn't predict a switch on that. I predicted a switch into, like, Arcanine or something. Or even, like, Aerodactyl. I honestly did predict Aerodactyl, but... Get the burn, which is always, good passive damage. I eat a Psychic. It doesn't do too much, and I'm able to get rid of the rocks, which is always nice, for Kieran Black Cummins. But Thunderbolt does take me down. Now I'm down 2 Mons, and it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? But I'm able to bring in Kieran Black very nicely because there is no rocks on the field. I go for an Ice Beam here because I am Scarfed, and he has a Berry, which pops, and I'm like, oh, that's great. But I live at 2%, and it's beautiful 2% live. I'm very happy about that. He definitely he switches that thing out there, but it is in fact dead if he brings it in again, unless he defogs with Empoleon. Goes into the Unicorn here, and like I said, I am Scarfed. So I just keep hitting the Ice Beams, and I switch out because I'm like, there's no rocks. He Calm Minds here, which was... it was pretty smart. He predicted it. I go for EP. It's just the only move I had that would hit really hard. But I get taken out with the resisted Secret Sword still. I go back into Kieran Black because I know it's going to outspeed this thing. And so I just go for a Fusion Bolt. And he eats his Electric Berry, keeping him alive. And I go down to that. So now I'm down to 3 Mons. And I'm like, that's good. Okay. Now I get the Intimidate off here, but I figure, this thing's pretty fast. It can do some damage. But he gets the Intimidate off on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I go for Body Slam here, and I get a Para, and this is a huge Para, guys. And that is actually why I run Body Slam. It's Stab, it's Para, it's only resisted by Rock and Steel. So 2 of his Mons resist it, the rest take neutral, and then it's like, Para, 30% Para chance, pretty good. So this lets me out, like, I'm able to get off an EQ here, and the full Para preventing him from healing means that thing is now dead, which is huge. He goes into the Mega Aerodactyl here, and, Tauros, pretty bulky, able to live that, hits a Body Slam, even resisted, even at the, the negatives here, it's huge hit and takes out that. Goes into the Drapion here. I get a big EQ. Now again, remember, I'm at -1 for for all of this. He does take me out with a knockoff though, and I had Expert Belt as you see here. Now Expert Belt was just for the the EQs and stuff like that, just so they hit a little bit harder without the Life Orb recoil. I'm able to go into Mega Aggron here. Obviously Mega, because I figured this thing can't really touch me, and then he Z moves Tectonic Edge. But I'm thinking that doesn't do anything, because even if he's like, filter, it doesn't matter how hard he's hitting me, it's gonna filter off a quarter of the damage. So even if he hit me for 200, that's only gonna hit me for like what, 150. So it was huge hit, but I figured it must have been some sort of physical, maybe EQ or something. But I'm able to EQ in return and just take him out. And remember, I'm only down to my Mega Aggron here, but because that thing dies when it comes in, and then this thing dies when it comes in, and then this thing comes in and is at 6%, and it outspeeds me, and it gets huge damage, and it gets the burn, but an EQ is enough to take it out here, which is huge, guys. So I'm able to pick up a nice victory in this week of the IDL. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, share, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and hopefully I can bring you a similar victory in week 3, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!